Earth signs, hello, welcome to a new week. I cannot wait to see what's up with you because everyone else's spreads have been wild. And it's a Pisces full moon tomorrow. So, it's just real. It is like way too real. Everyone's going through it. There's just so much shit being stirred up. Seriously though. Oh, well, you know what? We'll take both. Yes, this Pisces full moon is very heavy. There's a lot that's coming up right now for review, a lot of emotions, a lot of old situations, maybe old people coming back into your life. It's really helpful to look at what was going on for you around like maybe 6 months ago, February, March, and like what kind of intentions were you setting? What kind of changes were you making? What were you working through? And look for similar themes popping up right now because that's what's happening. And there's certainly a lot that's coming up to, like I said, to be revisited just to kind of test the waters, see where we're at, see if we're ready to make a big change, see if we're ready to fully let go and embrace a totally new timeline for ourselves. It's really quite a potent moon. They all are, but this one's wild. And like I told the other signs, you know, you really have to think of the moon as I'm having trouble today and always. You have to think of the moon as very reflective of your emotional body. So as the moon is full, so too you are full. And when it's new and when it's empty, that's when we set intentions for kind of new things to come in. But when it's full, we want to release, 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 release. So try not to make any decisions, like just take the pressure off of yourself more than anything of like figuring things out or making choices this week because it's just not going to go well. Like you just can't. You're too full. There's too much going on, too many things that need your attention outside of that, and it's perfectly fine to take space for that, and you're going to want to because there's so much that's coming and so much that is kind of, you know, weaving itself into motion on the other side of this. You want to be ready for it. You want to have space for it. Right now you don't. So just focus on like cleansing and purging and taking care of yourself. This is a full moon spread, so we're going to talk about what do I need to release, how can I do that, and what am I making space for? So as far as what do you need to release, man, all of these cards that are coming up in this first position are cards that's like, there's like a very strange interpretation to them because you got the retreat card. So that tells me that earth signs need to quit hiding. Stop hiding. Like, yes, there's a lot to figure out, and yes, there's a lot to purge, but this card coming up in this position for you tells me that you need to, and this is more of like a water sign thing to do, but I think what's been happening for earth signs lately is that they're so overwhelmed that they've just been retreating, and they've been hiding, and they've been just shutting people out, and they've been doing their own thing, and they've been just kind of like existing in this very safe space back here, away from everything, with their nice little shadow, just like back here, like don't look at us, we're over here, we're doing just fine, we don't need you. But here's the thing, I think earth signs could really benefit from other people right now. You could really benefit from having really difficult conversations about what you're feeling and what's going on, and you would benefit from making time and space for other people, especially the people you're going through this shit with. I am sensing that a handful of you have people that have come back into your life or people that are asking for your attention and your time, and you're just feeling like, oh, this is so intense, I don't know what to do with this. However, like, these things pop up for a reason, right? There's some sort of information here to be gained with this new timeline that you're stepping into, so let those people in. Like, I feel like you're afraid to do that. You're afraid you're going to like lose something and you're going to lose momentum, or you're going to lose like this piece of you that's strong enough to get through it. Like if I let someone else in, that what if I fall apart? And it's like, no, the second card that popped up here is the whirling rainbow card. And that's all about unity, right? Which we think about unity and we think about at least one other person coming into the picture, but it's also about wholeness. You cannot lose your momentum. You will not lose what you're trying to preserve in this space because it's already part of you and it's already in motion with you and working through you and around you, right? So you'll only bring all of this stuff that you've been hoarding away back here into union with whoever else that you need to bring into your life, whoever you need to be talking to, whoever it is that's offering you a fresh perspective or giving you new information. It's so much, there's so much perspective shifting going on right now, and that's really what this is about. And some important decisions are going to need to be made at some point, but they can't be made right now because you don't have all the facts. And there's like, I'm getting the word forgiveness, like there's a level of forgiveness that needs to come in here. There's a level of really opening yourself up in a different way to the circumstances that are orbiting you. So I think you're really used to handling things a very particular way and like assuming a role in everything. And there's an opportunity here for you to really step outside of that and just explore what it means to approach your life and your choices and the people in your life from a completely different angle. You can't do that if you're hiding, right? You can do that. I don't want you to doubt your ability to do it because you can. It feels very odd to step into different shoes and to look at things in a different way and to just kind of let go of hurt and let go of anger and let go of grief and whatever else you can kind of just surrender, even if just for a moment, to just kind of look at things with a bird's eye view and just see in a new way, see from a new lens and see from a place of wholeness. Like, you're not going to lose anything. There's no one coming in to take something from you. Like, you are whole as is. I mean, that's always true. We always have fragments that we're working on and picking up and letting go and like all this different work that we do on ourselves. But none of that work has to do with like, maybe if I finally do this, this, and this, I'll be whole. It's like, no, you're already whole. Fragment work is just our way of coming into new awareness of just how whole we actually are with all those fragments. So don't be afraid to take all of this fragmented self of yours and push it out into the light where it wants to be. Because I'm getting the word regressing. So the more you hide with this fragmented self, you think that it's pushing you forward. It's actually moving you backwards. And I want you to think long and hard about what that means. Because I think there's things that you want to do and things you want to accomplish and a type of person that you'd like to be. And as you work on yourself and move through that, you're like, yes, like, yeah, this is, I'm getting glimpses of it, I'm getting glimpses, but you're not like putting that into play. Like, you're not like taking this piece of you and like putting it out there and showing people what this wholeness really looks like from a place of empowerment, from a place of choice making. I can do this. I can step out. I can be this person. I can figure out who they are out in the real world, and it's okay to do that. And really by doing that, you're making space for two really beautiful cards that have popped up in the end spot here for you. And so it's the prayer and inner peace card, and it's the truth as protection card. These come together in a really beautiful way and marry each other to tell you there is such a tremendous and beautiful sense of peace that comes from allowing your authentic self to be seen, no matter how scared you are. And there is such a beautiful rhythm that comes when you offer up your truth and know that as long as you are giving of yourself honestly and authentically to the world in a way that aligns with who you really are, underneath all of the shit that everyone's ever told you about who you are, and underneath all of the shame and the guilt and the anger and whatever else it is, what's sitting under there is a level of honesty that is so pure and so necessary that will set you free. And the more you get to know that level of honesty and live through it rather than live around it, hoping that someday it can be seen, actually live through it, the more peace you will feel. And the more peace the people around you will feel, and the more you'll be protected by it too. I think with doing that and with moving on that timeline comes such a fear of being cracked open and being overwhelmed and having people not accept us or more than anything, what I'm getting for earth signs, it's like a fear of letting ourselves down. You're not going to let yourself down. This is like totally like letting yourself up. Like finally showing yourself like, oh, this was part of me all along. And really it's what you came here to do. Why you incarnated. This is your purpose. This is part of everyone's purpose, is to find out who they really are and to connect to their center of consciousness and to let that be seen and to have the courage to let that be seen outside of all of these limiting patterns and behaviors that you just live out of over and over. You don't have to do it anymore. You don't have to do it. We're told that that's the safe space to be. It's not. Safe space is out there. It looks intimidating from over here, but you just haven't come out of your hovel to like take a look and dip your toe in and see what that water feels like. And it's like bath water, I'm telling you. It's good stuff. It's really nice. So I know this is heavy. I know that you're moving through a lot emotionally, and it's painful and it's very, very confusing. So just be really good to yourself, parent yourself, and also know that you have everything in you to show yourself to the world, and we really need you. And I can't wait to see y'all do it. I can't wait to see myself do it more. You know, I mean, it's a beautiful thing we all get to do here together. Wow, this spread, I love you all so much. If you feel supported by this reading, you can head to the link in my bio, to my link tree, to either donate to me if you feel so called, or to book an actual reading with me, which I would love to do with you. So take care of yourself this week. Again, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.